Hi, everyone. Welcome to Positive Forward Motion. This is your host, Denise Scattergood, and I am super excited you're here. Today's topic is yes. As I was preparing for this episode, I was sitting on a Southwest plane, and the flight attendant handed me a napkin that read, "In a world full of no, we're a plane full of yes." And I thought, wow, if this isn't perfect timing. And good for Southwest to recognize that to be different and stand out, all they need to do is shift their focus and customer service from adding more yeses rather than nos. And think about how you and your company could better serve your customers just by changing your nos to yeses. How could you better serve your company and elevate your career by saying yes more than no? And how about your personal life? Are you stuck in automatic no mode? Or perhaps you do give a quick thought. Maybe you pause and then say no more than you say yes. Well, today I'd like you to stop and ask yourself, how come? How come you say no more than you say yes? Are you too busy, too stuck in your ways, too conditioned? Maybe you're afraid or worried, or perhaps you've never even given it a second thought. Well, either way, I'm glad that you said yes and you're here listening to today's episode of Positive Forward Motion because, as you know, it's my goal to help you have better success and happiness both personally and professionally. And today, I'm first going to give you the benefit as to why more yes in your life is good for you. And second, I'll give you steps to help you identify areas in your life that may need more yeses. So let's first start with the benefit to yes. Saying yes will change your life in ways you can't even begin to imagine because it opens the doors to new possibilities. It allows you to live a more fuller life, it attracts positivity, and it forces us to stretch ourselves. Growth only happens when we get out of our comfort zone. And saying yes to new opportunities and new people will help to get us motivated and excited. And when we're motivated and excited, we're happier. And this will overflow into our personal and our professional lives. Self made billionaire Richard Branson is adventurous in both his personal life and his business life. And that's why he's a big fan of saying yes. He says, even if I have no idea where I'm going or how to get there, I prefer to say yes instead of no. Opportunity favors the bold. He also adds, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later. And I think this is really great advice. So let me give you a couple areas in your personal life that you can add more yeses to. Number one, rather than be on automatic no mode at work, stop and identify the level of happiness your yes can do for the other person, especially if you work in customer service. Think about how that guest, how you could make their day. Could a really small yes make a big impact for them? And how could this help you and the reputation of your company? Number two, put your yes in front of your what's in it for me attitude. If you aspire to be a leader, then you need to say yes and contribute to your team before you're given the leadership title. All too often, people have this backwards. Remember, a true leader is excited to help and serve others because it's in their DNA, not because they need to first know what's in it for them. That's backwards thinking, and it'll never help you move forward. And number three, if you're asked to work on a new project, but you have no idea how you're going to do it, say yes, then figure it out. Because remember, oftentimes a supervisor might be asking you to help on this project because they might see your potential way before you do. So let me give you more ways that you can add yes even to your personal life. So I'm going to give you 5 examples here. Number 1, your age. Remember, age has nothing to do with it, so forget about it. Don't let the I'm too old or too young get in the way. And if you need more inspiration here, then be sure to listen to my interview with Sister Madonna Boudar. She's 88 years young and a true inspiration. She said yes and completed a Kona Ironman at age 83. And at 88, she is saying yes to life every day. Number 2, trust your gut. Identify your first gut reaction. Sometimes when we're asked to do something out of our comfort zone, we might smile or get that little tingly feeling inside, and we think, oh, that would be fun. And then all of a sudden, all the other reasons that you're going to say no start flooding our brain and make us feel uncomfortable, maybe even scared. And they take over and they have us saying no. Number 3, start your answer with yes. When you're asked to do something, oftentimes we go into automatic no mode. But when we automatically shift our brains to see all the positive possibilities and say yes first, we open up and expand our mind. So start your answer with yes. Number 4, don't wait. Don't wait for something to fall into your lap. Find things to say yes to. Yes opens more doors. Sure, you might not be 100% confident, but the more you say yes, the more opportunities you're going to be exposed to, and then the more confident you will get, and you'll have great new experiences. And remember, all experts were once a beginner. And number 5, fear. Remember the acronym FEAR, F-E-A-R? False evidence appearing real? Well, remember, it's okay to be afraid. That's what makes life exhilarating. When we say yes to something that's hard and scary, so many other things in life will start to seem easier. So I challenge you, add more yes to your daily life. And I'm going to leave you with this quote from Eckhart Tolle. Here's what he says. Always say yes to the present moment. Surrender to what is. Say yes to life and see how life starts to suddenly work for you rather than against you. Thank you so much for saying yes and listening in to today's episode. I hope you found this message valuable, and if you did, it would mean a lot to me if you shared, rate, and reviewed this podcast. And also, I have 3 ways for us to stay connected. You can text the word positive to 313131, and then you'll be entered in my daily dose of positivity. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. Just search Denise Scattergood, and there you're going to find that we often have fun giveaways and extra added value. Again, thank you so much for joining in, and remember to keep up the positive forward motion.